There's a quiet moment a lot of people have in their late 20s or early 30s. It usually happens at night. You're scrolling on your phone, maybe you're tired, maybe work was long, and suddenly you see it. Someone your age buying a house, someone starting a business, someone talking about investments, savings, stability. And you feel this weird mix of emotions. Not jealousy exactly, not regret either. More like, am I behind? Did I miss something? Why does it feel like I've been working so hard, but I don't have much to show for it? What makes this feeling uncomfortable isn't that you were irresponsible. You paid your bills. You showed up to work. You tried to be sensible. And yet, something still feels off. That's usually when people assume they made big mistakes. But most of the damage doesn't come from big, obvious errors. It comes from quiet ones, the kind you don't notice until years later. Reframe the problem. Here's the thing most people get wrong about money in their 20s. They think financial mistakes look dramatic: overspending, debt disasters, bad investments. But for most people, that's not what actually holds them back. The real mistakes are subtle. They feel normal. They're socially accepted. They often look like doing the right thing, and that's why almost everyone makes them. Your 20s are a strange decade financially. You have just enough freedom to make decisions, but not enough experience to see their long-term effects. You're told to figure things out. You're told you have time. You're told not to stress too much about money yet. So when things feel tight or unclear, you assume that's just part of being young. And in some ways, it is. But some patterns you build in your 20s don't fade on their own. They quietly follow you into your 30s, 40s, and beyond. Not because you failed, but because no one ever slowed down and explained what actually matters. One of the biggest silent mistakes people make in their 20s is confusing income with stability. You get your first real job, a paycheck starts hitting your account every month, and for the first time, life feels predictable. Rent gets paid, food is covered, maybe you even have a little left over, so your brain relaxes. But predictability isn't the same thing as security. A monthly paycheck feels safe because it's consistent, not because it's resilient. Most people don't realize this until something breaks: a layoff, a health issue, a family emergency, and suddenly the thing that felt stable disappears overnight. The mistake isn't trusting your income, it's building your entire financial life around it with nothing underneath. Another quiet mistake is letting your lifestyle rise just fast enough to absorb every raise. It doesn't happen all at once, it happens slowly. A better apartment because you deserve it now. More takeout because you're tired. Subscriptions that feel small individually but heavy together. None of these choices feel irresponsible, they feel earned, and that's what makes them dangerous. Because when your spending grows alongside your income, you never experience margin, you never feel ahead, you never feel like you can breathe. You're not broke, but you're not building anything either. Then there's the mistake almost no one talks about: delaying clarity. In your 20s, it's normal not to know exactly what you want, career-wise, lifestyle-wise, financially. So a lot of people postpone decisions. They don't define what enough looks like. They don't decide what they value most. They don't ask themselves how they actually want money to support their life. Instead, they drift. They say yes to paths because they're available. They spend based on mood, not intention. They assume clarity will come later. But clarity doesn't usually arrive on its own. It comes from reflection, and reflection gets harder the more responsibilities pile up. Another silent mistake is underestimating how much mental energy money consumes. When finances are vague, your brain never fully relaxes. There's always a low-level stress running in the background. Can I afford this? Should I be saving more? What happens if something goes wrong? This constant uncertainty drains energy you could be using elsewhere, at work, in relationships, in personal growth. People assume stress is just part of adulthood, but a lot of that stress is optional. It comes from unclear systems, not unavoidable hardship. There's also the mistake of waiting to feel ready, ready to save, ready to invest, ready to plan long term. The problem is, readiness is emotional, not logical. You rarely wake up one day suddenly confident and calm about money. Confidence usually comes after action, not before it. So when people wait, years pass quietly, and those years matter more than most people realize. Not because of some dramatic return calculation, but because habits compound before money does. How you treat extra income, how you respond to stress spending, how often you avoid looking at your numbers. Those behaviors set patterns that become harder to change later. Another subtle mistake is tying identity too closely to a job. In your 20s, work often becomes the center of life. It determines your schedule, your social circle, your sense of progress. So when income is tied to identity, financial decisions become emotional. Leaving a job feels risky, even if it's unhealthy. Trying something new feels irresponsible, even if it's necessary. Money stops being a tool and starts feeling like a verdict on your worth, and that makes every decision heavier than it needs to be. One more mistake that hides in plain sight is assuming time will fix everything. People say things like, "I'll figure it out in my 30s, I'll get serious later. Right now is just survival mode." But time only helps if direction exists. Without intention, time doesn't solve financial confusion, it just stretches it out. Here's the shift that changes everything. Your 20s are not about maximizing money, they're about minimizing friction later. The real advantage of starting early isn't wealth, it's flexibility. When you build small buffers, simple systems, and basic clarity early on, your future decisions become lighter. You're not constantly reacting. You're not trapped by momentum. You're not afraid of every unexpected expense. Money stops feeling like something that happens to you. It starts feeling like something you work with. This shift isn't about being perfect or disciplined all the time. It's about reducing the number of decisions your future self has to fight through. That's what people who seem ahead usually have. Not genius, not luck, just fewer obstacles they didn't notice themselves building. So what does this look like in real life? It looks like caring less about optimization and more about clarity. Knowing, roughly, where your money goes. Not tracking every cent, but not avoiding the truth either. It looks like creating small margins instead of big goals, a little space between what you earn and what you spend, enough to absorb life without panic. It looks like separating identity from income. You are not your paycheck. Your value doesn't rise and fall with your salary. It looks like starting before you feel ready, saving a little before it feels meaningful, planning imperfectly instead of not at all. And it looks like giving yourself grace. Because most people weren't taught this. They were taught how to earn, not how to build stability. Progress here isn't loud, it's quiet, and that's okay. So if you're in your 20s and feel behind, you're probably not broken, you're just early. And if you're past your 20s and recognizing these patterns now, that doesn't mean you failed, it means you're finally seeing clearly. Money isn't a race, it's a relationship. And like any relationship, it improves when you pay attention, set boundaries, and stop expecting it to magically fix itself. You don't need perfect decisions, you need slightly better ones repeated over time. That's how stability is built, quietly, gradually, without anyone clapping for it. And that kind of progress counts more than most people ever realize.